Today, I am going to go through the absolute easiest way to generate amazing pictures of yourself, just like all of these, using my favorite AI tool, Midjourney. This takes advantage of a brand new feature that I personally have been waiting for a long time. To get started, you'll need a bit of a photo shoot. For me, I just stood in front of a white wall and asked my girlfriend to take a bunch of pictures. Then, I chose like 5 of them and dragged them into Midjourney right like this. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
The new feature I'm talking about is Midjourney character references. To set them as that, all you need to do is click on this little icon right here and select that for each of the images. That, of course, is on the beta site. If you don't have access to the beta site yet, you just have to copy the URLs of those images and paste them after typing --cref, which stands for character reference. By doing a bunch of these, you let Midjourney really understand what your face looks like from a bunch of different angles, making a bunch of different expressions. Midjourney doesn't really care about the lighting conditions, but as you see from all of these, what it does care about is the clothes you're wearing, which is really useful if you want your consistent character to have consistent clothing. Here, I'm wearing pretty much the same shirt in all of the images, I look pretty much the same in all of the images, and you could work a little harder or generate more variations to get even closer to my face, but just to give you an idea of how powerful this is, look at this diverse set of images I have right here. To get these, I use one more very powerful tool, which is ChatGPT. More specifically, my Glibatree Art Designer. I've written a little prompt that you can use to start generating just Midjourney prompts for your consistent character of yourself. And I'll also have you write a brief set of things you want to include in all of the images. I say, hey, mention that I'm a man, mention that I have brown hair, brown eyes, and a stripy navy blue shirt. These are the things that I definitely want to be consistent across every prompt I have it write. And then I say to start, I want 4 close-up portraits of unique or interesting scenes. Specifically, I want him posing in front of interesting places around the world. Of course, the Glibatree Art Designer also generates DALL-E 3 images, so here I just changed it to Midjourney mode so that it generates just Midjourney commands, rather than for this video having to wait for the DALL-E 3 images as well. If you want them, you can just remove this, but I'm going to leave it in for today. Here it'll explain its plan and then generate perfectly formatted Midjourney commands. You'll see if I paste these in that we still have the /imagine prompt here in the command. Obviously, that's not so useful on the beta site, but since not everyone has access to it yet, I think a lot of people will appreciate it if they're pasting their commands into Midjourney. We just have to delete this out, and we have a very nice Midjourney command of me in front of the Eiffel Tower. Imagine you could create a whole Instagram persona of yourself going to places you've never been. Let's go to the Create tab so we can watch this generate. I do love that turbo mode is this fast, so once it starts, it takes 10 seconds for this to finish. Look at how amazing this is. And yeah, these images look quite a bit like me. Obviously, you can generate these again and get more of these images. The more you do, the more likely you'll get a hit of one that looks really convincing of being yourself. This one right here, I think. Yeah, this one looks, I think, the most like me. Maybe you have a different idea. But we didn't just get 1 command out of ChatGPT. We actually got 4 of them. The Glibatree Art Designer creates 4 commands. If you have DALL-E 3 turned on, it would generate the images as well, and then give you 4 new ideas of what else you might want to see. So we could actually try a few of these other landmarks. Let me just quickly paste these in, and we can watch them generate. By the Great Wall of China is already done. This one is coming up right here. This would be me in Egypt. All of these images look really quite impressive. And yeah, this is me in Venice, maybe driving a gondola. That's funny. Obviously, you can write these prompts yourself, but I find that the results I got by using character reference and basic prompts were way worse. I used the same images for reference, but it didn't turn out as well. To get the best quality images of myself out of Midjourney, I really needed highly optimized prompts designed specifically for version 6, and my custom GPT makes that way easier. Of course, the link is in the description. But that is all assuming you have a ChatGPT subscription. I will let you know the best free approach at the end of this video, but first, I want to show you exactly how helpful it can be, especially if you have complicated ideas for the scene you want to put yourself in. There's a reason my GPT has more than 200,000 uses, and that's because if you like to generate art, it will save you so much time. I have people sending me messages saying they literally use it every single day. The workflow to explore an idea is quite literally having a conversation. You could say something like, I want my character standing at the top of the Grand Canyon, but could you make it so it's an aerial photograph? Or whatever you think is the best way to emphasize how tall the canyon is. Maybe try a few different prompt formats. And it will do exactly what you asked for and come up with a few approaches to really give that downward perspective so you can see the depth of the canyon. Of course, we can then easily copy that right into Midjourney. By the way, I realized I didn't mention this earlier. This lock tool is what allowed me to keep the image prompts here in the beta, so you don't have to re-drag them in every time. If you ever lose your image prompts, though, it's really not that big a deal because you can, here, we'll delete them out. You can click on any image you use those image prompts for, click use, and they come right back in. We'll paste this new one in, delete out /imagine prompt, and generate it. We should get a very cool image of me at the Grand Canyon. Should also generate pretty quick. And yeah, even though it's of the back of my head, this is pretty fantastic. But of course, it came up with 3 different ideas. We'll try the close-up shot and see if we did a better job emphasizing the depth that we asked for. Notice the Glibatree Art Designer gave me different aspect ratios for each of these images because it helps us explore the dynamics of this scene. And here they come. This one here looks a lot like me, and I feel like I literally have pictures that look just like this from when I actually went to the Grand Canyon, and yeah, that looks really great. We could try the panoramic one as well, just to give a little bit more flair, and this will be in that very wide aspect ratio, 3:1, which I think will be cool to see. These are pretty good. Some of them better than others. No, but this was definitely a neat option to visualize the depth of the Grand Canyon that I might not have thought of if I was writing these prompts myself. But I can talk to it again. Could you try a few of these at sunset and maybe put me in a more dangerous situation? See what that comes up with, and I don't know what dangerous situation it's going to put me in, but we could head back over to Midjourney and give it a try. Just deleting out /imagine prompt. Here, I'm clearly standing right on the edge of the cliff, and it's pretty scary. I think these are great. Obviously, I don't love how Midjourney likes to twist your neck around when you're facing backwards, but it's something it's done for a long time, and I do not blame character reference as a feature for that problem. It just happens when you're trying to get an image of yourself all turned around. Yeah, look at this one. Big mess. But still, these are very cool. Let's pick one more sunset one just to try it. And I'll just time travel this generation. Oh my goodness. These are the sort of things that end up as YouTube thumbnails. My God, that is a cool shot. The creativity from this is really, really impressive, but it really comes down to the fact that I taught my GPT a fundamental understanding of prompt writing that none of the other GPTs that I've seen have really understood. But if you don't have a ChatGPT subscription, you're not out of luck, because I have a video on my channel where I teach you the same prompt writing techniques that I've taught ChatGPT. It really is the ultimate guide to Midjourney version 6, where I run through everything you need to know about prompt writing, as well as visually show you how to use every single tool you'll find here on the beta site. I also cleanly show you the impact of each and every one of these parameters. If you haven't watched it yet, or you feel like you need a refresher, it's right here for you to click on. But if you have seen it and you're not subscribed, well, you know where that button is. All right, I'll see you in the next one.